Superhero teams come and go, but only one shaped the Marvel Universe itself, the Fantastic Four. More than just heroes, they're pioneers, explorers, and even more importantly, a family. Their story is one of discovery, sacrifice, and adventure, cementing their place as Marvel's first family. But what makes them different? It's not cosmic rays or superpowers. It's their flaws, their conflicts, and their unbreakable bonds. Fantastic Four don't just fight villains, they fight for each other, proving that even in a universe of gods and monsters, family is the greatest superpower of all. The year was 1961. The world began to embrace superheroes and enter the Silver Age of comics, and Marvel Comics was on the rise. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, the Fantastic Four Issue 1 introduced Marvel's first family. They were unlike any other superhero team before them, unlike the Justice League, who were a gathering of established heroes. The Fantastic Four were ordinary people who gained extraordinary powers after a freak accident in space. Reed Richards, the brilliant but somewhat obsessive scientist, was the driving force behind the experiment, along with his fiancée Sue Storm, her brother Johnny, and Reed's best friend, Ben Grimm. They were transformed by cosmic rays that they had intended to control. Instead of just becoming another group of Caped Crusaders, they became a family, each character carrying personal struggles, vulnerabilities, and quirks that made them more relatable to readers. Their bond was more than a simple team-up. They were a family, united not only by their powers, but by the love they shared for each other. Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, isn't just the smartest man in the room, he's the smartest man in the universe. His mind stretches beyond limits, just like his body. But for all his genius, there's one puzzle he struggles to solve: how to balance his obsession with discovery with the family that keeps him grounded. Reed's brilliance is unparalleled in the Marvel Universe. Combined with his ability to stretch his body into any shape, he can contort into impossible positions and use his form in combat, rescue operation, and scientific pursuits. But Reed's intellect is often a double-edged sword. His obsessive drive for discovery and perfection often put him at odds with his family. As the leader, Reed carries the weight of the team on his shoulders, often putting the needs of the world before his own desires, sometimes at the cost of his own relationships. Reed is not just a genius scientist. He's also one of the pillars that keeps the team together. His leadership is unwavering, even when faced with impossible decisions or personal sacrifice. And yet beneath his confident, if not arrogant exterior, lies a man struggling to balance his genius with his humanity. Sue Storm isn't just the heart of the team, she's the foundation. As the Invisible Woman, she shields her families in ways they don't even realize, both physically and emotionally. Once underestimated, she became one of Marvel's strongest heroes, proving that visibility isn't always about being seen. It's about making an impact. Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, possesses the ability to create force fields and make herself invisible. But Sue's powers go beyond the physical. Her strength lies in her ability to hold the team together emotionally. As a founding member, Sue Storm's evolution has been one of empowerment and self-discovery. In the early days, she was often perceived as the sidekick of Reed Richards, but as time went on, Sue became an indomitable force in her own right. Her relationship with Reed is a powerful anchor, though it is often tested by the challenges they face together as a family and a team. She is the emotional core of the Fantastic Four. Her strength, wisdom, and compassion make her not only a fierce protector, but also the glue that keeps the team together. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, is the reckless wild card of the team. Fast, fiery, and full of himself, but beneath the bravado, he grew to become a hero who would learn the true meaning of sacrifice. His flames burn brightest when protecting his family, proving that even the most reckless can rise to the occasion. Johnny Storm, the fiery and impulsive member of the Fantastic Four, has the ability to ignite his body to the point of creating flames and fly at high speeds. Johnny's reckless nature often placed him at odds with the rest of the team, but his evolution is one of growth. He started as a brash, self-absorbed teenager, but gradually grew into a seasoned hero with a deep understanding of what it truly means to be part of a family. Johnny may be the youngest, but his growth as both a hero and a person make his story one of the most compelling arcs in the team's history. And though often comic relief, Johnny's journey is one of maturity, learning to grow up, struggling with loss, and learning the true meaning of sacrifice. Ben Grimm, the Thing, is the Fantastic Four's soul wrapped in stone, cursed with an unbreakable body and a fragile heart. He's the hero that never asked for his powers, yet he remains the team's anchor, reminding his team and us that true strength isn't about power, it's about perseverance. Ben Grimm transformed into the monstrous Thing, possessing incredible strength and durability. Yet, unlike his teammates, he was left with a monstrous and human appearance. Ben's struggle is not just one of physical battles against foes, but an internal one. He constantly battles with his self-worth identity, torn between his human past and his present form. His loyalty to his family is unmatched, but the burden of his transformation has always been a source of deep inner conflict. Despite his outward appearance, Ben Grimm is a man of deep compassion and heroism. Friendships with Reed, Johnny, and Sue all show how the team have stuck together through the triumph and torment. He's the heart and soul of the Fantastic Four, showing that a family goes deeper than appearances and power. From the very beginning, the Fantastic Four have been tested in ways that no other superhero teams have been. Their battles went beyond characters like Mole Man and Doctor Doom, and even go against the very forces of the universe itself. Fantastic Four issue 48 introduced the cosmic entity Galactus, an immense threat to the very survival of Earth. Galactus arrived with his herald, the Silver Surfer, setting the stage for one of the team's most iconic battles. At first, the team faces overwhelming threat with uncertainty. Galactus, the devourer of worlds, planned to consume Earth for its energy. The Fantastic Four had to face not only the immense power of Galactus, but also the immoral implications of sacrificing countless lives. But with their unyielding sense of family and teamwork, they were able to thwart his plans. The team's perseverance and unity played a pivotal role in the eventual defeat of Galactus, forcing him to leave Earth in peace, marking the Fantastic Four's role as primary protectors of Earth against cosmic threats. But Galactus wasn't the only challenge that the Fantastic Four would face. Enter Doctor Doom, arguably the greatest nemesis the Fantastic Four have ever known. Doom's genius and the ambition rival Reed Richards' own, and from the moment Doom first appeared in Fantastic Four issue 5, he set out to challenge not only Reed's intellect, but his very position as leader of the team. Dr. Doom's obsession with control and power have pushed him to seek dominance over both Earth and the very fabric of time itself. Over the years, Doom has clashed with the Fantastic Four numerous times, from his attempts to conquer the world in various Fantastic Four issues and story arcs, to his bid for godhood in the Secret Wars saga. Yet it's his ongoing rivalry with Reed Richards that really sets the tone for their relationship. While Doom often acts out of a lust for power, Reed's motivations are more selfless, wanting to protect the world and his family at all cost. But Doom's intellect and ruthless nature have always made him a thorn in the Fantastic Four side. Each encounter with Doom has tested the team's resolve and forced them to face the darker side of their responsibilities. Despite his villainous pursuits, Doom is never simply an evil figure. His tragic backstory and internal struggles for redemption add complexity to the rivalry, making him a worthy adversary for Reed Richards. Another defining moment for the Fantastic Four's legacy is the introduction of the Negative Zone. This alternate dimension has been a constant source of danger and discovery for the team. First introduced in Fantastic Four issue 51, the Negative Zone opened up the door to otherworldly threats, but it also gave the Fantastic Four a new realm to explore, creating an endless array of cosmic adventures. One of the most important moments tied to the Negative Zone came when Reed Richards and the team encountered Annihilus, a ruler of the Negative Zone who would become a recurring adversary. Annihilus' desire for total domination over the Negative Zone and his repeated attempts to cross into the main Marvel Universe presented an ongoing challenge to the Fantastic Four. It was in these moments that the team would be pushed to their limits and find strength in each other. The Negative Zone also provided one of the most significant tests of Reed's leadership and his scientific ingenuity. It became a place of intense personal growth for Reed, as well as a perfect place for the team to solidify and face threats that would be unimaginable in other worlds. Throughout the years, the Fantastic Four have faced tragic loss of their own team members and the temporary absence of others. Perhaps the most heart-wrenching loss was that of Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Johnny was thought to be lost. The remaining team members pushed through, their resilience of the family being tested to the max. In more recent chapters of the team history, the Fantastic Four have been able to be reborn through the introduction of the Future Foundation, a group designed to shape the minds of the next generation of heroes, scientists, and thinkers, and even their children. This initiative was meant to foster a new era of heroes, individuals who could build upon the legacy of the Fantastic Four while addressing the world's future challenges. The expansion of the team to include young, bright minds helped evolve the Fantastic Four, showing the importance of their role not only as a superhero team, but also as role models and intellectual guides for the future. And now, with the Fantastic Four set to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the legacy of Reed, Sue, Johnny, and Ben will continue. Their importance within the MCU will only grow as they join a new generation of heroes facing universal threats, interpersonal family dynamics with the fate of the entire multiverse. But the Fantastic Four's legacy isn't just about saving the universe. It's about what holds them together through battles, betrayals, and cosmic disasters. One truth remains: heroes may come and go, but family is forever. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay handsome.